is ethnographic research, which, tuned to the goals of marketers, has become a kind of scientific stalking.
They go into supermarkets with them and film exactly how they look at a product, pick it up, put it back down, the way they move around a supermarket. They film them on the playground. They film them in school. They film them eating breakfast. They film them going into their closet and deciding what to wear.
What are the things that you need that aren't in here?
I need a lot of...
They film them talking to their friends. They organize little friendship circles and film what they're doing. They even follow them into the bathroom. I interviewed a number of people who sat and watched children take baths and showers, watched how they interact with shampoo and soap and health and beauty products, as that category is called, in order to go back and write a report for their clients on, what to do with the packaging. It's creepy. It's just absolutely creepy, the way children are being dissected and put under the microscope by marketers.
This is new consumer science, and it's yielding a new science of childhood. And perhaps nowhere else have the different elements of this science merged so seamlessly as in the Girls' Intelligence Agency.
Not the CIA, it's the Girls' Intelligence Agency, which, for all the cloak and dagger, is actually a marketing firm.
The Girls' Intelligence Agency claims to have tens, if not hundreds of thousands of girls across the country that it is in contact with and working with. The signature product of the GIA is something called the Slumber Party in a Box.
Guys, sacred opening of the cake!
Kids are asked to sort of push a certain product, or they're more like focus group parties where kids are asked to come and give their opinions on products.
What is the hottest item? The sleep mask, the fuzzy phone, or the beauty kits? Fuzzy phone.
They ask them to be sly. They ask them to get information on their friends without their friends knowing about it. It's teaching children to exploit their friends for the purpose of getting money or free products.
What happened at your home the other day, marketing, or was it a party?
It's kind of both. It was a party for us, but it was marketing for the companies.
And is that cool with you?
Definitely.
One of the more problematic aspects of its behavior is that it will enlist young children in its marketing efforts without their parents knowing about it.
There's a lot that's happening around us, and the public is not aware, just like they're not aware of neuromarketing. And that's another whole scary thing, to put a child in an MRI and then watch what is lighting up inside his brain based on the stimulus, and then saying, wow, this works, this is good, look what happens.
They do blink tests on kids, for example. They develop ads and then see how frequently a kid blinks or turns their eyes away. And when they see the kid blinking more, they change the ad to make it more mesmerizing. There's stuff they just can't take their eyes off. And it's not an accident. They've gone over and over and over with extensive high-tech kinds of testing devices to find the precise configuration of characters, colors, music, words, and so forth that kids can't resist.
They want to spend time understanding child development, understanding the child's need to belong, a child's need for community, a child's need for independence, to encourage children to buy.
And somebody asked me, Lucy, is that ethical? You're essentially manipulating these children. Well, yeah, is it ethical? I don't know. But our role at Initiative is to move products. And if we know you move products with a certain creative execution, placed in a certain type of media vehicle, then we've done our job. They are tomorrow's consumer, tomorrow's adult consumer. So start talking with them now, build that relationship when they're younger, and you've got them as an adult.
I'll say it. These marketers are very similar to pedophiles. Okay? They are child experts. If you're going to be a pedophile or a child marketer, you have to know about children and what children are going to want.
Kids love advertising. It's a gift. It's something they want. There's something to be said, by the way, about being there first and about branding children and owning them in that way. And antisocial behavior in pursuit of a product is a good thing.
get away with this, Slippery Sam.
Companies have moved away from exaggerating the product characteristics.
See, his legs actually move just like a real horse. Blaze is the safest, strongest horse made.
To a whole new form of advertising, which is symbolic advertising. The product is pushed not on the basis of what it can do or how it tastes, but of its social meaning.
Run cool. Play cool. Be cool.
So kids are taught to want candy or sugared cereals or soda because it's cool.
Cheesy.
It will define them as an individual. What you buy is who you are.
You give a little love and it all comes back to you.
There's a mantra in American society. You are what you have. You are what you buy. You are what you own.
I mean, where did she find that outfit? Like Ugly Are Us?
More like Ugly Are Her. We are so funny.
And pretty.
I love us.
The corollary of that is, and if you don't have it, then you are less than. You're a nobody. You don't have self-esteem. And this happens even for children.
Nice jacket. Abercrombie?
Please, it's Dior. Why, is yours from ANF?
Our mom bought it for a Kmart.
I think the thing that upsets me the most is that it's not just products that are being marketed to children, but values. And the primary value that's being sold to kids over and over and over again is a value that things or stuff or brands will make us happy.
The costs of participating in the consumer culture for children have escalated dramatically. 15 years ago, the My First Sony, which would be, a kid's version of a tape recorder or a music player, would cost far less than the adult version. But today, it's an iPod. In grades, 1, 2, 3, 4 even, very, very expensive products. We're seeing elementary school girls, 6, 7-year-olds articulating adamant preferences for designer jeans that cost $100 to $150. That's part of that shift from children's culture being a cheap culture to a very upscale children's culture in which it's not only branded, but it's designer branded.
Fetch me my Jimmy Choo flip-flops. Where is my pink Prada tote? I need my Tiffany hairband. Then I can go for a blow.
It's gotta have it, gimme. That's the value system.
I want more.
Self-indulgence, instant gratification, and materialism.
Everything's got to be perfect for me.
That's the basic consumer identity.
You could try thinking of things that remind you of each note. Do. Oh, that's easy. Do means money.
It's shallow. It's about me.
Me. Yay, me.
It's about me now, and it's about me and these things.
Law. Law is something you get to break if you're rich.
That's the attitude. It's all about me.
You know it's all about me. You know it's all about me. You know it's all about me. You know it's all about me.
It's really a disservice to kids. I think part of what we need to be able to tell kids is that it's fine to have nice things. There's nothing wrong with having nice things. But don't mistake that for happiness and satisfaction.
In about 20 years, what do you want to be?
Oh, I want to be a baseball player. A teacher. I want to be a policeman.
When I first started seeing children as a psychotherapist about a quarter of a century ago, I would routinely ask them what they wanted to be when they grow up, and would hear things like a nurse, an astronaut, or some profession that seemed glamorous to them.
By the way, what does your father do for a living?
He designs.
Designs what?
Missiles.
Missiles. And what are you going to do?
I'm gonna be a postman.
Now, why do you want to be a postman?
There isn't so much to it, and you can read the postcards.
Around the late 80s, it started to change, and I started to hear children answer that question with the word rich. When I grow up, I want to be rich. I want to make a lot of money. I want to have a lot of stuff.
How we doing today? What's my son?
Bacon, bacon, mini-me.
And we ain't faking, time to do
a little shaking.
The commercialization of childhood is permeating their lives. We're talking about a profound remaking of their psyche.
In that world of materialism, kids are not allowed to be kids anymore. They have to grow up fast. We see it in the way they're being asked to dress, the violence they're being asked to navigate, and what's getting squeezed out is childhood.
Marketers even have a name for this trend. They call it kids getting older, younger.
Where's Carla?
Meet the go-to girl of the fashion world, you.
The natural developmental urge is to be older, more mature, faster. No one who is 17 reads 17 magazine. It's the 10 and 12 and 13-year-olds who are reading it to understand what it's like to be 17. What is happening is that marketing is taking advantage of that natural urge and selling down to lower and lower age groups.
Manicure and pedicure parties are a big hit for 5-year-olds like Talia.
Aren't these gorgeous?
And why wouldn't girls as young as the age of 6 buy cosmetics? Experts say their role models aren't teachers, astronauts, or doctors. Instead, it's the teen idols they're attracted to.
And nothing points to the industry infatuation with age compression more than its invention of the tween.
Club Libby Lou caters to tween girls, like Shelby celebrating her 10th birthday with friends. And afterwards,
Look at this. This is so cute.
showing mom what a tween girl wants.
It's like bling bling. Like.
And that's just what a CEO wants.
There's a lot of little girls out there, and they have a lot of buying power.
Tween. In between. In between what? I don't know. I don't know what's before tween, because the bottom end of tween is constantly getting younger. It used to be, I believe, 8 to 12, and now it's 6 to 12, and it can get 4 to 12.
And this gives you a clue to some of the perverted thinking that's going on in this field. The idea that a 6-year-old is no longer a child, but is between childhood and adolescence.
Express yourself, girl.